Happy Juneteenth, all my black people. I hope that this day was calm and relaxing and everything that you needed it to be. I hope that you were able to heal a little bit and rest your mind and your hearts. Let your souls be at peace and connect with people that you care about, those that are close to you, your relatives, and perhaps even your ancestors, if you revere them. To me, this particular day holds I wouldn't say a special meaning, but I certainly use the day differently than I do many other holidays. It's not a secular holiday. It's not something that we go out and spend and party and dance and all those things. Even though, we all celebrate this occasion in our own way, and it's not wrong. However you do it is right for you. I like to reflect and think about where we are and where we come from and where we're headed. I do a lot of, I wouldn't say prayer, but focusing on those that came before us and try to pave the way for our freedom. So however you celebrated this holiday is right. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you have to do this, that, or the other. The way that you hold it and the way that you respect it and appreciate it is yours individually. I do hope that other people that are not the descendants of the enslaved took this day to also appreciate and respect the things that we have been through and the things that we continue to endure. Those people who are not part of our diaspora need to reflect on the way that they treat us. They need to decenter themselves and not make it about them. And that goes for the demelanated, and that also goes for our other melanated brothers and sisters around the world that do not share our past. They need to respect that it is our holiday and it has a special meaning for us. And they need to not make it about themselves, because it's not about them, because they've done nothing to correct what what our ancestors have been through and what we carry in our DNA. So, for those of you who want to appreciate us and who want to celebrate the holidays with us, I think that you should do it only in a respectful manner. Something that shows appreciation for the things that we are still enduring and going through and changing. It's not a game. It's not funny. It's not your Christmas. It's not your 4th of July. It's not any of that garbage. We are honoring our ancestors and honoring the things that they did and the misery that they had to endure, and the time that they spent still enslaved because of the lying, wicked colonizer that tried to keep the truth from them. And when they finally learned of their freedom, this was their celebration day. For those of you who do not understand and who do not know what Juneteenth is all about, You need to pick up a book and read about it, or pick up your phone or your tablet or your computer and learn about it instead of jumping to your ridiculous conclusions. I tried to stay away from social media today. I haven't really been on. As you guys know, I haven't put out a video in almost 3 weeks. But today, today in particular, I tried to stay away from social media because there are so many nasty people out there. There are nasty white people saying horrible, terrible things about Black Americans, as they always do. But they're really ramping up their hideous nature to try to get a rise out of us. There are so many horrible things that have been said about our babies that have been killed and mistreated recently. Our children that have been falsely accused and murdered or locked away in prison cells. And it adds to the pain that we're already trying to heal from. But lots of horrible, nasty things are being said, and all I can say is I hope that the things that you put out there into the void about these people and their children and the things that have happened lately, I hope that it comes back to you more than threefold. I hope it comes for you and your people, because there's no reason for such hatred and nastiness. But yeah, if you want to honor our holiday, then you first need to read about it and understand what it is if you don't know. And then you need to decenter yourself and not make it about you, because it's not about you. Not everything is about you, and you're not as important as you think you are. Many of you are totally useless. But for all of my people that were out there celebrating today, I hope that you are home safe and you enjoy the rest of the weekend, and you and your family and loved ones continue to thrive in this horrible, wicked society that is definitely trying to push us. They're trying to push us over the edge. They're trying to force us into a corner and make us react in a way that allows them to somehow justify their evil means. They don't like us, they don't want us, but yet they're in our faces and won't leave us alone. There is an extreme form of obsession, I guess you could say, that they have, and it's really crazy. It's like the creepiest thing ever. I've never encountered anything like it. I've been stalked before, many women have, but this is something different. The way that white America comes for us is horrific. It's like these horror movies, the stuff that comes out of their minds. This is what it's like. The zombies chasing you and attacking you and never leaving you alone. The ghosts, the monsters, they are. I have learned something valuable this year. I mean, I guess I always knew it was in the back of my mind, but these people really are psychopaths. They are hateful. They are selfish. They are greedy. They are completely irrational and void of reason. So when you encounter these people, which we do on a daily basis, either in public, at our work, in our everyday lives, being our neighbors, just even on social media, they don't have any sense. They say horrible things, they do terrible things, and they try to give an excuse that's so off the wall that, I mean, it's just impossible for the mind to wrap itself around. These people need to be locked up. They are psychopaths. And you have to remember that we're dealing with narcissistic psychopaths at every turn. Now, I'm not a doctor, but anybody who's even taken a course in psychology and sociology can notice and diagnose these people. You can see, you can read them just by the words that they speak and the way that they act. So I'm not sure if there is anything that we can do to help them, even though it's not our job to help them. It's our job to help ourselves. But you have to be careful not to get wrapped up in the mind of these lunatics, because they don't make any sense. You know, they say crazy things like, you know, this person killed themselves, you know, because they made someone shoot them, or they made someone do this, that, or the other to them. It's just the stuff that comes out of their mouths. If you read and you listen and you hear some of the things that these nuts say, and this is not just ordinary people. We're talking about people in government. People in government, these nutcases say all kinds of outrageous things that just don't make any sense. And so we need to be careful. We need to protect ourselves and our sanity, along with our emotional and physical well-being, because they're coming for us at every turn and in every way. So please protect your children. Keep them away from these people if you can. I know you think that moving to, you know, the little white neighborhood is the best thing, but it's not. Why are you? That's dangerous. Why are you moving and going towards the devil? Why are you going into the lion's den? They mean you no good. And so you really need to be careful about picking your associations and being around so many of them. Look at poor Carmelo Anthony. Had his parents not put him in a school with predominantly white people and left him, not that it's their fault. None of this is their fault. What happened? These are the minds of monsters. Just look at the other boy, the one who died. Look at his father. He's a devil, and that boy probably would still be alive, and he probably would be a better person had that man not been in his life. These people. Try to limit your association around these people. Try to limit your children's association around these people, because it's dangerous. It's not healthy. It's not safe. I'm not saying that all white people are bad, but it's hard to weed out the good ones. So, and now they're showing themselves. You know, Dr. Umar, I love him. You know, some things he does get really wrong, but he was right when he thanked the fact that Donald Trump allowed them to show themselves to us. It's going to take us seeing them and hearing them be so irate towards us for us to see that these are devils, these are monsters, these are wicked creatures that we need to get away from. They don't mean us any good. They say stupid stuff like, oh, you know, if you're so great and mighty and you're so much better, then, you know, we wouldn't have conquered you. Well, that's asinine, because, you know, first of all, conquering a group of people is not a flex. Being compassionate and empathetic is the flex. And unfortunately, we invited them to the cookout too many times. And see what happened. There is more strength in being decent and good than there is in being wicked. Yeah, you conquered us because you're more violent. You conquered us because you're more wicked. You're hateful. And you're evil. And you don't love anything that's good. Because if you did, you wouldn't be destroying the earth and the people on it. That poor little baby that was murdered by that cop. That mother was just shopping. And they had receipts for everything that they bought. So now going to the store and buying necessities for your child is a crime. It's disgusting. And I can go on and on with instances. There's the poor child who was shot in his back running out of a store. He forgot his wallet and decided to leave so he could come back and get what he was going to purchase. And the Asian people, the Asian guy killed him. They're so busy trying to be the white man's lapdog, like the majority of the Latino community. It's outrageous. Those people don't care about you either. You just a nigger, just like we's is niggers to them. They will hang you from a tree and make you strange fruit just like they do us. But you don't want to see that because you think that as long as you're better than a black person, you're okay. Well, this world is not going to continue to be ruled and owned by whites. And that's the reason why I think one of the reasons why they're so irate. They're mad because they don't have power anymore. They think they have power, but they don't. They think that they rule the world, and they know, honestly, deep down in their heart, that it's over for them. The rest of the world is moving on, and they're leaving them behind. And so now they're mad, and they're going to take it out on anybody that they can. The Trumpkin is trying to wrap up this Iran conflict that he caused. Oh, excuse me. And all the other little skirmishes that he's creating around the world. Pardon me. But honestly, the only thing he's doing is trying to consolidate those other kind of people so that they can turn on us. They want a race war so bad. They want to fight somebody and kill somebody so bad. It's just eating them up inside. It's tearing them to pieces because they want to do what they used to do to us. They want to hang us. They want to flay us. They want to do all kinds of terrible things to us because it's their nature. They have a taste for blood and human flesh, and it cannot be quenched. And they've had to live too long without showing how animalistic they are. And they can't take it anymore. They're just animals. The Neanderthals are coming out. And they are coming for humanity. Because we are human beings and they are not. And it shows in their attitude, in their personality, in the way that everything has to be about them, in the way that they are violent and negative and nasty towards everybody that's not them. They even do horrible things to their own people. I mean, up and down my social media timeline, all you see is white males being picked up and convicted for raping children and doing all kinds of horrible things to innocent little lives. They are monsters. And they have the nerve to have weapons and manage governments and be the head of corporations. And they have proven that they are not capable of holding positions of power. They cannot make rational decisions. They cannot stop their animalistic instincts. They do not evolve. They are a mutation of humanity. And they are angry because They can't come out of their psychosis, and they don't want to come out of their psychosis. If you want to see real evolution, it is right before your very eyes. Black Americans are the evolved human beings. We are the best of the crop. We are the best of all worlds. Everybody wants to be us. Everybody wants to dress like us. Everybody wants to sound like us. Everyone wants to take our music. Everyone wants to take our creative ideas. Everybody steals our inventive powers. And they're angry because they can't be us. And we're not running around gawking and throwing it in people's faces. We're just proud of who we're becoming and proud of who we are and fascinated by the possibilities of our future. And we just want to share and bring everyone along with us. We still haven't learned that we can't take you with us because you don't belong with us. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. And I hope that I don't get any more nasty comments on my videos from angry little chalk chimps, because I won't tolerate you. If you want to go crazy and flip out, then you're going to have to do it in your own home, because I'm not going to listen to your nonsense, and I'm not going to debate you on it, and I'm not going to stoop to your level, because you know what? You stink. Y'all don't like to bathe, and you don't practice proper hygiene, even though every other group of people in the world have tried to teach you to be cleaner and to eat healthier, but you refuse. I don't associate and socialize with dirty, stinky, smelly creatures. No. Only humanity. I only mingle with humanity and those who can show that they are human beings and not dirty, vicious little creatures. So, again, I hope that you all had an amazing Juneteenth and continue to celebrate through the weekend. I will be celebrating in my own way, and I hope that you all celebrate in your own way, and just know that the way that you do choose to celebrate and respect your ancestors is yours, and no one can take that away from you. And so with that, I'd just like to say good night, and Ashe.